Anybody who steps foul of those rules gets whacked. They get drugged before the judge, or, tossed into prison, or worse. But that's just this world running itself down. The time is almost out. The vast majority of this has already been done. And we're into the remainder. What's coming upon the earth? Maybe some cataclysm before the end. But when Jesus said, "It is finished," on the cross. That's how we can go. These guys down here are locking me in, like keeping me with abuses, who are responsible for the fact that I'm hanging here on this cross in the first place. Forget them. They don't even know what they're doing. Like everyone else. They don't even fucking know which end is up. So you mentioned the book of Job. What about the book of Jonah? Jonah, this is a short one, right? At the end of the day, Jonah goes back. Oh, dude, it's my hands down my favorite prophet in the Old Testament. I mean, at least as much because, God calls him, he can all fast in the other direction. That's me. When God puts him around. Right, exactly. That spits him up on the shore, and he's like, okay, fine. Fuck it, I'm going. So he goes there and he preaches. 40 days, man, city of Nineveh is freaking toast, And then he finally goes up and sits up on the side of the mountain to watch, see what's going to happen. Guess what? 40 days comes and goes. Nothing happens. Well, the fact of the matter is, Jonah's word got around. Even the king, of Nineveh was like, holy shit, some prophet showed up out of nowhere saying this place is fixing to get smoked. So he's like, let's have a, citywide fast. No one can eat anything. I don't think even the animals were allowed, to eat anything during a fast of repentance like this. Just like hardcore, Like the whole freaking city is just like sackcloth and ashes, oh Lord, please don't, destroy us, we'll change it, whatever, right? And so 40 days comes and pass, and Jonah's sitting there on the side of the mountain, and the sun is just beating down on him, right? Beating down. And he's just going, I wish I were dead. It would have been better if I'd been killed. Then God comes there and he's like, hey, what's your problem, Jonah? He's like, this is why I didn't come here in the first place. I know how you are, always changing your mind about inflicting punishment, always showing mercy at the last moment. Why do you think I went to Tarshish instead? I was hauling ass. You're going to send me up here to preach the destruction on these guys, and then guess what? Nothing's even going to happen. So the next day, you know the story, right? God causes a little castor oil plant that spring up overnight. And it actually provides a little bit of shade for Jonah from the heat. Because, it is baking out there on the side of the mountain. But the very next day, God sends a little worm to kill that castor oil plant. And then Jonah's out there in the heat again going, I wish I were dead. I wish I were dead. It would be better to be dead than to be a prophet, and then the Lord comes to him again and goes, hey man, he goes, you're so pissed off because this plant died, right? He goes, but just consider my position. I got a city full of people who don't know their can't. And that's not even including all the animals. End of book. That's it. End of story. Last line. Chew on that. That's the heart of the Father right there. You know what I mean? That's the heart of the Father. Yeah, you know, like I gotta save you from making an even bigger mistake than the one you're fixing to make. But you know, if you do a little course correction here to avoid certain disaster, I have no desire to bring pain and suffering on you. And not only that, I realize, you know, how confused and disoriented you were to begin with. You don't know your left hand from your right
Against another group of people, kind of like the Hopis, that came out. Absolutely saved my ass, you know.
zero in on your personal decision.
I know. That's all I got.
That's like your whole eternal destiny and everything comes down to you making the right move some point between your birth and death in this life. And otherwise, you're headed to eternal perdition. I think that's wrong.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm battling.
Cosmos is fallen.
That's what I'm battling right now.
Beings.
My head wants to tell me, like, if I don't do this and that and the other, then I'm gonna be that this and that's gonna happen. But I don't think that's the truth, because he was already doing things and had me set apart a certain kind of way for me to